Hello everyone, I'm Sheriff Wayne Ivey of the Brevard County Sheriff's Office, and it's time for another exciting episode of Riding Shotgun. Tonight's going to be a little bit different though. We're going to be out and about with Brevard County's finest. We're going to be backing them up on calls. We're going to be getting involved in everything that we possibly can so you can see the great work that our deputies do out there every day. Tonight I get the honor of riding with Corporal Linda McLaughlin. We call her Sissy, and I'm going to tell you, she is a go-getter. So let's go ride shotgun with Corporal McLaughlin. So Sissy, I appreciate you letting me ride with you tonight. How'd you get into law enforcement?
Actually, it was a little later in life for me. I didn't start in law enforcement until I was 32. And tried the corporate world after the military, just didn't fit. I knew I was supposed to do something more, something bigger than myself, and I figured the closest thing to the military for me was law enforcement.
Wow. So, now, you served how many years in the military and what branch?
I did 4 years, and then I got a recall after 9/11 in the Marine Corps. Went back in after 9/11, did another year, and then I was released after that.
Wow. Well, worked out great for us. Just recently worked in our program with our partnership with Brevard Public Schools Stars.
Yes, I did.
And how was that?
It was pretty awesome. I miss it. I miss the kids actually because I was working with the at-risk youth, and seeing a transformation of their attitude towards law enforcement. To be a part of that, it was really important. For those kids especially, because they're the ones going back into the mainstream of the school who used to be the bad kids, and now they're going back and they're the first ones to greet us if they see us. Right. You know, and I think it has a pretty good effect for the teenagers especially. Anybody from, you know, the 8th grade on up, I think has a good effect for it. So, but yeah, the STAR, I miss the STAR program.
605 South, something.
Can you click on it? Yeah. Did you put me to that call?
Nope. Just for the record, I didn't check us in on this call.
No.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. I think you did. She called me out on it.
If I was going to check us in on a call, I'd have got us a hot one.
So this call that we're headed to is a disturbance. It's 2 teenagers that basically they're not listening to stepdad. They're over in the neighbor's yard climbing up on the shed and stuff. Mom is apparently on her way home, but they want us to make contact and see what we can do. They didn't give you permission to be there, and you end up breaking something of his. That's considered a burglary and criminal mischief. That can start you a record real early that you don't need, right? So why aren't you listening whenever he's telling you not to go over there?
I was already over there, and then I was just cutting through to go to my brother's girlfriend's house.
Mm-hmm.
She goes.
You walk around. Okay. You have legs.
Are you hearing this?
Yes, ma'am.
It shouldn't take me showing up for you to listen. Because the next time we show up, if he's not the one who called us and somebody else is, they're not going to know who you are. We're going to have to treat you like a burglar breaking in. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
No tail lights. You see that car?
Mm-hmm. 406 Delta Brevard. 1050 southbound Clear Lake. Okay, turn the lights off again. And turn them back on. You're good to go.
Thank you.
When you pull out, I'll get behind you. We'll see if it still flicks off again. If so, I'll flash my lights at you so you know that you need to get them checked, okay?
Okay.
406 1012. On this side. Try and get us off the side. Look.
Watch out when you get out
406
of
I'm 1012 with Delta 4.
Not a valid 27. It was suspended on 5/8 of this year for non-judgment suspension. Also has habitual traffic violator. Temporary habitual traffic violator of this April 3rd of this year.
She's driving?
She's driving.
You don't have to get out. He already told you that.
No.
No, she has to step out.
She has to get out. You don't have to.
I don't reach down in there, but if they check it at the jail and there's something in there, you understand that that's bringing contraband into the jail, right? Okay. You want to take your necklace off and leave it with him, or take it off at the jail?
You could take it off and leave it with him.
Okay. So when you pulled him over, you stopped him over at Clear Lake in 520.
Yes.
Okay. What did you notice when you were pulling him over? Was it just basic traffic infraction, or? Yeah.
So I ran the tag. The register owner was come back suspended, and then we started going down here, and that's when they were over the speed limit. So
Okay.
pulled them over for that.
The demeanor that you and I got when we were talking with them together, getting them out of the car, was that the same way they were when you walked up to them the first time, or were they a
When I
little more cooperative?
walked up the first time, I talked to her, explained to her, I was like, hey, I just need a driver's license, registration, all that good stuff. And then she was kind of like fumbling through her paperwork. And then I asked her, I was like, do you have a driver's license on you? She's like, oh no, it's at home. So I was like, okay. And then I asked him, I was like, hey, do you have an ID on you as well? I was like, real just laid back with him, everything like that. I was like, hey, you got a driver's license on you? And he's like, yeah. And he gives it to me, and I was like, okay. And then we didn't have any other communication at that point.
What do we ultimately end up charging her with?
It's the habitual
Traffic offender. Yeah,
But
she
that's
has
a
a
felony,
suspended
correct?
license and was labeled on top of that as a habitual traffic offender as of April 3rd this year. So she never took care of the suspended license. She's well aware of it because there's how many? 3 that she had
There's 3
prior to this?
3
Convictions.
Yeah, guilty
Yeah.
convictions. So.
Good
So-
job, brother.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
If you had to pick 3 words to describe what's awesome about being a deputy sheriff, what would it be?
Oh, wow. Only 3?
Only 3.
Only 3. The camaraderie with my fellow officers. So camaraderie would be 1. Community. Because us being here, we are definitely blessed to have the community we do. We're not stressed like some of the other cities are that aren't as friendly towards their law enforcement. I really don't know for the 3rd one. There's so much that goes into being law enforcement that you love about it. If you didn't, then why are you doing it?